All right, good morning. So we're up to Siman Ayin Zayin. We're going to try and do we'll try and finish off this two short Simonim, Ayin Zayin and Ayin Ches. So let's just do Ayin Zayin to begin. Oshaloi likris keneged mei Raglayim. Not to say Krias Shema, opposite mei Raglayim, opposite urine. Says the Mechaba. Also likris keneged mei Raglayim. It's also to recite Krias Shema opposite mei Raglayim until you sort of diluted you've added water to it to get rid of the effect of the mei Raglayim. Then it would be okay. It doesn't make a difference if this mei Raglayim is in a bowl or is in the karka. Either way, you can add water and that would take away the effect of the mei Raglayim to enable you to say Krias Shema. So long as the mei Raglayim is not collected in an ovid, which is like a chamber pot, some sort of bowl which is designated for this purpose. The din ovid ayin lekam and siman pei zayin, that's going to be dealt with in Mitzvah Shem later in pei zayin. It doesn't make a difference if the mei Raglayim, the urine, is in the pot first and then you add the water, or all the other way around. Either way, it's possible to be mevatel it, to dilute it almost and take away the effect of it. It says in the Mishnah Berurah in Sifkot Na'alef, Keneged, v'tzarich lezeh kol dinei harchaka. So if there is mei Raglayim, you need to distance yourself in the same way as we've discussed all along. Kamei lekaman b'siman ayin tes, Sif Aleph inyan tzoya. We'll get to Mitzvah Shem regarding tzoya. Sifkot and Beis Achiyata. Now he gives the important swar over here. Lefi sheminat Torah ein asa likreis rak keneged amud shel kiluach b'vat. Minat Torah, what is the problem? It's also minat Torah to say Krias Shema only against the stream of mei Raglayim, when you actually have a stream of urine. But once it's actually just fallen on the ground, ain't isur rak midivrei sofrim. The prohibition to say Krias Shema in that situation is only midrabanan. For chanal b'soif siman ayin vav, like we finished off saying in the end of the previous siman. And therefore, since this whole prohibition is midrabanan, Chazal instituted that it's possible to be mevatel it, to get rid of it, to cancel it out. Al yidei revius mayim, by pouring a revius, a small amount of water on top of it. So revius is only, if you imagine a small plastic cup, imagine your becher. It can be half of or third even of a small plastic cup. Even if there's a lot of mei Raglayim there, Chazal were makel with this and allowed you to add water to mevatel it. This only helps when the mei Raglayim is not masriach, it's not sort of smelling and disgusting. If it's sort of foul, then the oz also minat Torah likros negdom. Then it would be also to say it even minat Torah in mol revius, and there pouring a revius of water over it is not going to help you. And there you'll actually have to have a lot of water to properly cancel out the mei Raglayim. Okay, revius mayim yesh oimrim to boinen dafka bebas achas. You need to pour it in one go. Dilav hochi kama bottle, because if you pour it just sort of a little bit at a time, then each time you pour it, it's bottle. It's not going to help you. You've got to pour it in one shot. Al gabi karka, even if the mei Raglayim is in the ground, v'yira sheyelchu hamayim al kol hamakomis shamei Raglayim nishbachim sham. You've got to make sure that you pour the water to dilute the mei Raglayim so that you can say Krias Shema over all the places where the mei Raglayim are. Shem tefech amanas latfiach, that so long as the mei Raglayim is not sort of dry now, it's sort of at least a little bit moist, that if you were to touch it, your hands will become moist. Okay, hamyuchad lahem. So that's only shelo yehei ovet hamyuchad lahem, because if there's a chamber pot or something which is designated for that, then it's more problematic. She'oz, because then says Mishnah Berurah you've gotten hey, she'oz afilu ein b'mei Raglayim klal, even if there's no mei Raglayim in the chamber pot itself, then also likris negdai ve'ein moel b'nesinas hamayim lahachshi hakli atzmai, then it doesn't help you at all. Commercially inspired by Siman Pei Zayin. Okay, and then the Mishnah Berurah, the Mechaba then said, it doesn't make a difference if the mei Raglayim is there first or the water is there first. Heim b'kli tchila. V'chein says Mishnah Berurah im hoyu Mayim Kuravias Techila al Gabe Karka. If you've got some water on the ground first, for Hishtin, and then a person urinated on that, Achakach al Gabe Amayim, Mutalik Krias Shema, that would also work. Even if as a result of what you just did, that it's sort of spread further, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, Sif base. Revius she'omru lemei Raglayim shel pam achas. When it says a revius lemei Raglayim, that's talking about one time that mei Raglayim was there. Or shel sheni p'shnei pamim shtei revius. And if therefore another person, imagine you're on a teal, right? And you've done a hike, and then people want to go to the bathroom, and they go behind a tree somewhere. So one person goes, and then another person goes, and a third person goes. How many revius do you need? Is it one per time, or is it one for the whole lot? So says the Mechaba, revius she'omer lemei Raglayim shel pamachas. It's revius one time, or shel shnei pamim shtei revius, or shel shleisha shalosh. You need a revius for each time a person went to the bathroom there. V'chein la'olam, says the Ramon, so to more than three, and it goes up a revius for each time. Says the Mishnah Berurah Sif Kotten Zayin pamachas va'afilu hishtin harbe. As we said before, the minat Torah, it's also to say Krias Shema only against the kiluach, only against a stream of urine. But if it's absorbed in the ground, or it's not in the stream, it's just there, then that's only midrabanan, and Chazal will make that you can take a revius of water to dilute the ill effect, if you like, of the mei Raglayim. And therefore, afilu hishtin harbe, even if there's a lot of urine there, one revius would suffice to take away the status of mei Raglayim to enable you to say Krias Shema. V'chanal b'sif cotton base. V'chenim hishtin rak mat, and so to the converse. Even if there was only a little bit of mei Raglayim, yesh desorich gam kein revius, you actually still need the revius. Aval b'tshuvas hachacham tzvi simen kuf base posag. The chacham tzvi paskins dim ha-mei Raglayim hem pechusim revius. If the mei Raglayim are less than a revius, you've only got a little bit of mei Raglayim, to sagi b'reiv maim levatlam ve'in tzarich revius. You just need more water than mei Raglayim. You don't actually need the revius. To le'omru revius el lahokel. Because we say revius lahokel, that a revius is enough to cancel out a lot of mei Raglayim. Sh'afim mei Raglayim shapamachas hem merubim revius sagi b'revius levatlam. Avlo lahachmir, you don't need to have you have to use it to be machmir, i.e. to have, if there's a little bit of urine there, that you need more, you need a revius still. It would be sufficient to have roiv mayim to cancel out the mei Raglayim. Simon pay base Mishnah Berurah Sif Cotton Dalet. Okay, now so then the Mechaba, just going back to the Mechaba says that if you have one time of mei Raglayim, you need one revius. You have two times, you need two revius. Says the Mishnah Berurah in Sif Cotton Ches, Pasuk Kadas HaRambam Moshapoiskim. The Mechaba is pastoning like the Rambam. V'loi Kadas HaRashba Shemekel B'zeh. Not like the Rashba who is actually Mekel. Kamosh Mavur B'Beis Yosef. Of Magen Avram at Sadeh Loimar she'ein b'nei machlokes. The Magen Avram says actually there's no machlokes between the Rambam and the Rashba. V'af ha'Rambam lo yika'amed deboy shtei revius l'shtei pa'amim. The Rambam only says you need two revius for the two times that mei Raglayim were there. Rak shebo zeh. That's only when the mei Raglayim was done one after the other. For example, in the illustration I just gave you, you have a teal, you're going on a hike, and someone, they go behind the tree to use the bathroom. One guy goes, another guy goes. How much water do you need? Kagoin shehishtin v'nosan l'soich revius mayim kashechoyze u'mashin tzorich oita pam nosis l'soich mayim v'chein lo'olam v'haloi mahani l'zeh מה שהיטל הרביז בפעם ראשונה, אבל אם הישן כמה פעמים ורצו לקרוס כנגדון, די בהתולת רביז לבד, אין שם. ובהגרום מסכים גם כן להלוך די בהתולת רביז לבד, בזה אין שם כי קיצרתי. So in other words, the Magen Avram wants to say that the Rambam will actually agree that in a situation where you've got one person going to the bathroom behind the tree and then another person, and maybe even more, one revius will be enough. The whole thing is a drop on then anyway, and therefore it's a sort of a token gesture that you'll just be mevatel the urine. But if one guy goes, then you mevatel it, and then somebody else goes, then the Rambam says you'd actually need to do a revius each time, and the Rashba would agree with that. Okay, that's the end of Siman Ayin Zayin.